In this video, I'm going to explain to you in 5 minutes how the ISO 20022 system works, how it affects cryptocurrencies like XRP, and what's going to be happening going forward. So the ISO 20022 system is a standard set by the International Organization for Standardization, founded in 1947 in Geneva, Switzerland. And in short, it's basically a new messaging system which financial institutions are going to be using going forwards. Now, before the ISO 20022 system, we had this old system which ran where banks were actually using two separate systems to be able to drive data between each other. And this basically had a lot of issues because it was slower, the data wasn't as good, and we had to basically reconcile between the two systems. Think of it basically like trying to send an airdrop from your Apple iPhone to a Samsung phone and the issues that would have. The system was slower, the data wasn't as good, and we had to reconcile so much more information. So what the ISO 20022 system means and its release is that all financial institutions, including banks, will be on a universal system and will be able to transfer information between each other a lot easier. Not only will the system be a lot faster, but the information they'll receive is a lot more detailed and the security will be a lot more impressive. Imagine the old system where the information they received was like a text message, and this new system in the same tap of a finger gives you a full email attachment with images and full details and charts so that you can track transactions, where it came from, customer IDs, and no more missing information. This includes who is paying for, what they're paying for, there's no more information, and it's a heck of a lot faster. And it's coming out soon in November 2025 through a software company called Swift. And Swift is basically the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, and it's the backbone of the global financial messaging system. It's not a bank and it doesn't move the money itself. Instead, it provides the secure communication network for these banks. So now that you understand the ISO 20022 system, how does this actually affect the cryptocurrencies? So the ISO 20022 system is completely separate of the cryptocurrencies. This needs to be made clear. It's simply a messaging system so that information can be transferred between financial institutions. However, what these cryptocurrencies that are railed by the ISO's 2022 systems have in common is that they're compliant with these new systems, and it means we've got a bridging system between the financial institutions. To put it simply, it means that these cryptocurrencies basically speak the same language as the ISO 20022 system. But let's make it crystal clear. These systems are not directly ISO 20022 compatible. And this is what a lot of people are trying to tell you, that they can just directly input it. But systems are very similar, and there's a potential that we're seeing some of these cryptocurrencies being able to be inputted into the new financial institution and be able to act as a bridge to the new system. And there are 9 tokens which basically have this ISO 20022 compliance. And we're going to be going over a few of them. There's Cardano, Algorand, Stellar, XDC, Corium, which are blockchain ones. There are 2 which are Ledger, which is Quant and Hedera. One is a token, which is IOTA, and one which is an asset, which is XRP. Cardano and Algorand are considered to be decentralized. Stellar is used for fast, low-cost international payments and asset transfer, and XDC and Corium are for real-world asset tokenization, so that we can use real-life assets and be able to turn them into these coins which are on the system. But by far the most hyped is XRP, and there's a reason behind this. The reason why XRP is considered to be so hyped is because of the people behind it, who are Ripple. They basically got into the ISO 20022 system early. They were ahead of the game and realized what the banks were doing, and they built a system which was heavily railed and is built on this new system. And they were so far ahead, Ripple, that they actually got to sit on the board with Swift and help be able to build out this ISO 20022 system. So what it means is XRP is closest to this new system and can easily be integrated into this new banking system to be able to transfer assets. So what happens next? We're seeing the timeline is coming into focus with major rollouts of ISO 20022 scheduled globally, the transition accelerating as the system goes live. Banks will need ready to integrate digital assets. Institutions may look to XRP as this bridging asset, and on-chain volume could spike dramatically, meaning that some believe that this is the final piece of the puzzle for XRP to gain mainstream institutional transaction. I hope I explained everything I can in 5 minutes and you guys all learned something new. If you enjoy these little 5-minute talks and want to learn more about Bitcoin, gold, silver, and alternate currencies and cryptos, subscribe, like this video, and you'll be able to see plenty more.